acclaimed physicist Stephen Hawking has warned of the dangers of artificial intelligence in a recent interview.
Yeah, this is what he said. The development of artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. And then he went on.
Yeah, humans who are limited by slow biological evolution couldn't compete and would be superseded. Hawking also says he believes the internet will play a key role in the development of artificial intelligence and how it is used.
And that is the question, how it is used. Hawking's not alone in his fears or concerns. The investor and innovator Elon Musk has pushed technology with his Tesla electric vehicles and, of course, his SpaceX rockets. But he says artificial intelligence could be, quote, potentially more dangerous than nukes.
Yeah, Musk told an audience at MIT about his concerns.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, you sure you can control the demon? Didn't work out.
Well, Musk also said he was inclined to think there should be some regulatory oversight of the technology.
No kidding. Should we be worried about the threat of artificial intelligence? Joining us to help answer that question is the author of Our Final Invention, Artificial Intelligence and the End of the Human Era. Quite a scary title. James Barrat, live from Tacoma Park, Maryland. James, great to have you on. You said we rule the earth because we're the smartest creature. What could happen if we're not?
Well, that's a good quotation that I first heard from Arthur C. Clarke. He said, we control the future not because we're the fastest or the strongest creature, but because we're the most intelligent. And when we share the planet with creatures smarter than us, they will rule the future. Now, Hawking frames the dilemma in a good way. He says, in the short term, the issue is who controls the AI. In the long term, the issue is can the AI be controlled at all? In the short term, a lot of countries are developing autonomous battlefield robots and drones that kill humans without humans in the loop. Now, those are being developed right now. That's not science fiction. In the long term, we have no experience with dealing with any creature more intelligent than we are. If we devise machines that are thousands or millions of times more intelligent than we are, we won't be able to control them.
So how could artificial intelligence, in effect, wipe out the human race as it is part of, the title of your book? I mean, I would think that there would have to be a malicious person behind it creating this machine or robot to do such a thing.
Well, in the short term, there's no shortage of malicious people developing battlefield robots and drones. These are machines to kill people. In the long term, we're making a fundamental error in thinking that super intelligent machines will be benign or harmless or even friendly. We don't have any idea about how to program friendliness into machines, and yet we're developing as fast as we can something that can dramatically outthink us. Now, in my book, I explore the idea that's proposed by AI makers that that superintelligence will develop drives of its own, drives like self-protection. It won't want to be unplugged. Resource acquisition. It will want to pursue its goals and acquire all the resources it needs to fulfill its goals. And it may look on us as just something in the way of its goals. And when they're thousands or millions of times more intelligent, they won't have any trouble overpowering us.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, how do you teach, or can you even theoretically teach a machine values, and how do we then maintain the ability to pull, metaphorically and literally, the plug? I think our executive producer here said, would we be more likely to get Stanley Kubrick's HAL 2000 than a C-3PO?
We don't know enough about our own values and motivations to program them into a machine. If you and I talked about protecting life and then we talked about when life begins, we'd have a bunch of disagreement right away. Now, we don't agree on the basics of ethics. Ethics change from country to country and they change over time. So programming that kind of overall ethical system into a computer is way out of our ability right now. Yet we're developing in a very fast way. Google, IBM, DARPA, the NSA, they're all developing machines that will be as smart as humans and then smarter than humans, with no sense of how to govern these very volatile machines.
So how far away are we? I mean, are we talking about decades or generations away from full human-level artificial intelligence?
Superhuman, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on who you ask. You know, we should take these warnings from Elon Musk and Hawking seriously. They know a lot about technology. Now, when I did a poll in my book, Our Final Invention, 2045 was the mean date for achieving human-level intelligence. Now, whether it takes place, but Elon Musk said 5 years, 10 years. Whether it takes place in 10 years or 100 years, the important question is, what happens next? Will we be prepared for it? Will we have done the smart things now in this development window, or will we walk into this like deer in the headlights?
Yeah, and just very briefly, almost out of time, can you regulate that?
It's going to be very hard because all these companies keep secrets from each other. There's IBM doesn't want to show its secrets to Google. Google doesn't want to show its secrets to DARPA. The Americans won't want to share their secrets with Chinese, so it's very, very hard to get transparency on this. We really need something like the Atomic Energy Commission, international.
Yeah.
It really needs regulation. Elon Musk has it exactly right.